So tonight, our theme is the practice of blessing each moment. And don't you love it how Pastor Irene puts these programs together, and the music just follows, and the themes and the readings all fit together. God bless every step. God bless the earth. God bless every step I'm taking. Bless the earth beneath my feet. And so I thought, because we're here, and this is each moment, this very second, we might take just a second or two. We just took 5 minutes of just breathing and being. Just a second or two amongst, by ourselves, thinking about the blessings we have right here in this moment. Now, you all will have your own, but I'm just going to say it's a blessing to have this music here. It's a blessing to have my colleagues here and friends. It's a blessing to have you here. It's a blessing to have that stained glass here. So let's just take a couple of deep breaths by ourselves and just be in this moment and think of the blessings that we have right now. If you start thinking about it, you realize that there are more blessings that we have than we can count. Earth, the sky, people we love, earth beneath our feet, it's everywhere. John O'Donohue said a blessing is he's always so descriptive. He says, John O'Donohue says, a blessing is a circle of light drawn around a person to protect and heal and strengthen, a circle of light. He goes on to say, blessing is a way of life, an attitude of mind and heart that constantly looks for the goodness, the light, and the possibility that dwells in every situation. And note that he's not talking about a blessing to come, or what might happen, or a blessing that did happen. He's talking about the blessing of the moment that we have right here, right now. And Abraham Joshua Heschel, one of the great writers of all time, said, just to be is a blessing. Just to live is holy. When I was 28 or 29, I was going to First United Methodist Church in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Young father, young married person. Excuse me. Back in the day. And the great, one of my most influential spiritual mentors, Reverend Leonard Gilliam, asked me to be part of this group of people who were being trained in the Bethel Bible series. And the Bethel Bible series is a series, obviously, taking the Old Testament and the New Testament. And the teacher training was for 2 years. And for 2 years, we would go once a week, Wednesday or Thursday night. Probably not Thursday night because that's choir day. But one of those nights, every night for 2 years, and we would study. And I will tell you, and when we got done, we were meant then to go out and be teachers of the Bethel Bible series within the church. So we were to learn, and then we were to teach. One of the great messages throughout the entire Bethel Bible series, and I'll just say right now, it's one of the most influential studies of any kind that I've ever had, the Bethel Bible series. One of the ongoing themes throughout the entire Bethel Bible series came to us from Genesis. And it came from when God was talking to Abraham. When he said, I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you, and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you I will curse, and in you all the families of the earth will be blessed. I will bless you to be a blessing, and by you all the nations of the earth will be blessed. So when we graduated, we received a little pin, and this little pin is this little pin right here. You can hardly see it. It's right there. It has a light going through a prism, and the prism, after the light goes through, it goes out into many colors, like a prism does. And it's supposed to represent that we are the light sharing the blessing with others. And it harkens back to Noah. When Noah, after the great flood, made his covenant with God, God made the covenant with him, and he said, this is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I set my rainbow in the clouds, my bow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of covenant between me and the earth. And so this little pin, which I've had with me now for 50 years, maybe, represents that I am to be a blessing. I'm blessed to be a blessing to others. Now, somewhere along the way, between that great influential biblical learning and now, I lost my way. And I just fell apart. Sometimes I was falling apart, sometimes I was just kind of moving forward, and I was trying, all those things to be successful in those days, and working hard and workaholic, and I'm convinced, looking back now, that one of the reasons for that was not because I didn't know how to be a blessing, but it was because I didn't know what it meant to be blessed. I didn't know what blessing in every day was. And it took my friend Dave Blair to help me realize what it meant to be grateful in the moment every day, and to be present in the moment so that I could appreciate and recognize and be mindful of all those blessings that I had. I recall many times when I would go walking with my dog, and this is not the dog we have right now, we'd go walking with my dog, we'd go for a run, and all the way through I'd be pushing and going, and let's get some exercise, let's move forward. And by the end of all that, thank you, by the end of all that, I was done, we had exercise, and I could not recall a single thing. We'd exercised, we'd gone through it, my mind was on this stuff. Lately, and this is just an example of lately my little dog is slowing down. Our current little dog is slowing down. She's 14. And we found out just yesterday that she's got dementia. Of course, it's growing. She's getting old. She's getting slower. And so when I heard that news, it really represented what I already knew, and that is that she was not too far away. But it made me think and reminded me that there has been a blessing in that very bad thing. Or not bad thing, that thing which is going to be hurtful. And that is when we walk now, like we did this morning, we take our time. We notice the trees. I let her stop and sniff around all that she wants to sniff around and do what she wants to do. And so in that process of being hurt, that process of going through a bad time when we're going to be grieving, there is a blessing. And so one of the big lessons that I think that I've learned, or trying to learn, is that even during bad times, we can find blessings. David Stindl Rast, and this will be the last thing I know after my time's up. But David Stindl Rast, who's the great writer about gratitude, has a TED Talk that's been seen by 10 million people. 10 million people. And if you want, I'll send out the link to everyone. It says, want to be happy, be grateful. And he talks about being grateful and the importance of gratefulness and all of that. And of course, what I always wonder is, can I always be grateful? Can I be grateful when I see what's happening in the world today? Should I be grateful for all that? And what he says, and this was very meaningful when I first read it, he says, he was asked, he said in the TED Talk, does this mean we should be grateful for everything, even the bad stuff? Certainly not. We cannot be grateful for violence, for war, for oppression, for exploitation. On a personal level, we can't be grateful for the loss of a friend or unfaithfulness or bereavement. But he says, even when we are confronted by something terribly difficult, as every single person in this room has or will, or is, even when we're confronted by something terribly difficult, we can rise to the occasion and respond to the opportunity given to us. Sometimes the lesson of a painful experience is a chance to learn. We certainly tend to admire those who take something positive from a negative experience. And so he pulls from the experience that we would never ask for, the suffering that we have. And within that experience is the blessing of learning, or of growing, or of experiencing with your dog where you're walking, and the blessings that are all along the path, even during that most difficult of times. We live lives in which we are blessed every single moment in this room, outside this room, by the people that we're with, by the gifts that we've been given, earned and unearned. And if we can recognize that and have a sense of what is the blessing of this world, what can come out of this, what can I learn about it, then we'll feel the blessings that are in every single moment. My friend Kevin Laughlin, when I came in here, and he walked in and he tossed this book in my hand as I walked in. And Kevin, I don't know why he did it. I think there's probably a bill in here that says you owe me $15 for it. That's why I think he left it for me. I don't know, but Kevin's so generous. But I got to peek at it. I just wondered if there was something that he wanted to tell me here. But I noticed this is a book called Book of Irish American Blessings and Prayers. I'm going to close this one. It's by Andrew Greeley, because the power of presence, being present in the moment and experiencing that blessing and recognizing and feeling it, is what this is all about. A blessing for the present moment. May you treasure wisely this jeweled, gilded time, and cherish each day as an extra grace. I should do it in the Irish way, and cherish each day with an extra grace. And I'm not going to. Whose seamless loss would be a tragic crime. In today's tasks, may you find God's tender face. May you know that to miss love's smallest chance is a lost opportunity, a senseless waste. May you see in every anxious glance. May you sort out of the dull and commonplace an invitation to God's merry, manic dance. And may the Lord of the dance bless you as he invites you to the dance of the hallowed present. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You are blessed.